Tonight, President Biden is in isolation with COVID and now faces new pressure from prominent Democrats to bow out and end his campaign for re-election.
Now, the calls have been coming for weeks now following the president's debate performance, and Gabe Gutierrez has more tonight.
Tonight, President Biden is in self-isolation, both literally and politically, after testing positive for COVID. In a new letter, his doctor saying he has just mild symptoms and no fever. All while the walls seem to be closing in on his campaign. Even some of his most defiant backers privately say the pressure to drop out is getting too intense. We're close to the end, a person close to the president tells NBC News. Another person who spoke to a senior campaign official saying they're finally realizing it's a when, not if. But the president is still moving forward. In a radio interview conducted right before he was tested for COVID yesterday, his cough is evident as he addresses public questions about his age.
Well, what happens at 84 years old? What happens, excuse me, when he's 85 years old? I was smart enough to know with age comes wisdom.
Still, tonight, new pressure to leave the race from powerful Democrats. Two sources tell NBC News former President Obama has concerns about President Biden's ability to stay at the top of the ticket. One source saying Mr. Obama sees President Biden's path to winning as getting harder. And citing multiple sources, CNN reports former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi privately told President Biden polling shows he cannot defeat former President Trump and could destroy Democrats' chances of winning the House. A Pelosi spokesperson would only confirm she has not spoken to the president since Friday. And in a meeting with the president Saturday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer also shared recent polling data showing Biden trailing Mr. Trump in what two sources familiar with the meeting called a blunt conversation. Tonight, though, the president still has the support of top Democrat Jim Clyburn.
I'm riding with Biden, and that's not going to change. What would it take for me to change my mind? It would take him changing his.
Publicly, the White House and campaign are aggressively pushing back against Democratic leaders, trying to push the president out.
Obviously, our campaign disagrees about the path to victory not being there.
Late today, a source close to the president telling NBC News in 2015, Obama, Pelosi, Schumer pushed Biden aside in favor of Hillary. They were wrong then, and they are wrong now. With her running mate sidelined, it is Vice President Harris on the trail, visiting battleground North Carolina and vowing to fight.